And I am coming live from Naples, Florida. I wanted to talk a little bit about this concept of white space because this has come up for me now twice in the last week, and anytime I keep hearing of something, I think that it may be a good thing for me to look into. So the first time white space came up was when I was researching how trusting your gut. I'm doing a little webinar on gaining trust in yourself, and so this concept of white space came up, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I'll read about it a little bit later. Then yesterday I was in a call with several other business people, and the topic of white space came up again, and in fact the discussion was, would you lead with an ad with that? Because does anybody know what that means? And some people said, yes, I know what that means. Other people said, no, I don't know what that means. So I had to just go and look up exactly what is the definition of white space and how should we be using it. Really, they're saying every day in your life. And so white space is a designed chunk of time for you alone. And you're not supposed to be like shoulding on yourself, going over like all the things you should be doing. Hey Lisa, I'm glad you're here. This is actually a really good topic on making time for yourself, right? Which we never seem to have enough of. And then you're supposed to do whatever you want. Now, this one author talked about doing it at least 2 hours twice a week and then working your way up to doing it every day, and then even taking 2 full days a week to create white space. And I was like, okay, well, this sounds a little bit like, maybe it's like, rest time, workout time, planning time. No, it says that you're supposed to use white space for whatever the decision to use it for comes up at the moment. So like you've blocked your calendar, like maybe I'm going to do white space Saturday between, well, let's start like small, like 10 to 10:30, okay? You do some mind clearing, and then you just go with whatever is coming up. So you're observing yourself, you watch your mind in action, and if there's nothing really happening, you don't do anything. And then it's a way of building this self-trust. So I don't know if you guys have heard of using white space, but I think that this could be something to it. It's not meditation though, because I thought, oh, well, maybe this is just another meditation thing. I watch a lot of other people talk about meditation and how important. This seems to be like you take the pressure off and you sit there, which to me, in my mind, would say, well, that's kind of lazy, like you should be doing something, right? But I get where they're going with this, because it says that you can become more sure-footed and strategic if you can utilize this white space technique more carefully. So it's building trust in yourself in a moment when there really isn't anything you're supposed to be doing in particular, if that makes sense. So white space it is. Hey Jill, hey Monica, I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm talking about white space, and that the concept came up twice in the last week, and so anytime I hear the same thing like twice, I'm like, okay, I gotta look this up and see what's going on with this. And I had thought originally it had something to do with meditation, but it really is a little bit different. So I'll pop down some of the information that I got off of doing a little bit of research, but essentially the way it works is that you initially begin with, maybe it's a half hour a day, or like they're saying you work up to 2 full days a week. I mean, that would be nice, right? Where you're just kind of going into your day however it's going to lead you, and not with all of this agenda, in order to build better self-trust and to actually perform better. So if you guys have heard of this, I'd love to hear more on it. Yeah, Monica, you would be awesome to look into this too, because I'm a little bit still like, okay, it's not meditation, but it's not like a plan either, and I'm not really great without a plan. I'm like executing a plan, right? But I really appreciate you guys watching. I'd love to hear any of your comments you have, and we can kind of explore this white space together. It seems like really interesting. And like I said, somebody in my business group was talking about having a, it's sort of like for stress and anxiety relief, and he was talking about having a white space feature. And then we were saying, well, does anybody know what that means? If you put that in an ad, would people know to buy that and what it would even give them? So it was just a really interesting conversation, and I hope that we can maybe get to the bottom of it a little bit more. And I don't think they just named meditation something else. I definitely think this is a different concept. So I thank you guys so much for watching me live, and I'm feeling pretty good this afternoon. I'm going to go out and enjoy the rest of the evening. I hope you guys do too. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to subscribe anytime I go live, click the subscribe button there. And if you like this content, I do a little bit deeper dives, and I have some great things planned over on my Jenn International business page. And I hope you guys have a great night. Take care.